everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. This is going to be a fun one. I know last week we were talking all about berries and we had so many different questions and things like that, all about like all of the different berries. So I was like, okay, we will go through and we will talk all about berries this week and yeah, have some fun. It makes me really want to have a bunch of fruit. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to. After I was going over all of this stuff, I was like, I really want like all of these berries now. So they're some of my favorite things to grow. Um, Here, sorry, I'm switching my camera over. There we go. Sorry, I was very late in trying to get everything ready. I lost track of time, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize what time it was. And I messaged Edvin. So Edvin with Smart Pots is going to be joining us here soon too. I think he lost track of time as well. We were very busy. But yes, I'm so glad to be here with you guys. It is a beautiful day here in Oklahoma. That's where I am. And it is, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. It is 77 outside right now. Ugh, it's amazing. I've been loving it. So, welcome everybody. Hi, Sue. Good to see you. Oh, Julie. Yeah, it sounds like you have some beautiful weather going too. Wow. Oh, Donna. Yes, sounds very similar to us too. Nice. Yeah, well, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining us. It's gonna be fun. So, really quick too. So, in case you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Carrie. My husband Dale and I are the creators of the Seed to Spoon app that you probably came in through here. And awesome! Yay! We have somebody else from Oklahoma. Yay! Um, yeah, it's a beautiful day too out there, isn't it? I know the other day it was like really windy. I guess you can kind of see the wind too in the background, but it's not quite as bad as it was. Oh, we got somebody from Kansas too. Nice. But so my husband Dale and I started growing and started gardening ourselves, and neither one of us had any background or history on doing it at all. And um, we just decided that we wanted to start doing that, try to save a little bit of money because we were going through and buying so much like greens, especially like the spinach and lettuce and things like that. We were like, oh my gosh, there has to be a better way to do this. And we're like, okay, let's try just starting a couple of seeds and seeing how it goes. So we ended up having just this, regular Oklahoma backyard. And then over a couple of years, we turned it over to like completely filled with gardens. So you can say that we definitely got obsessed. But in the process of that, we were like, we definitely need to have an app for that. And then yeah, lo and behold, there was Seed to Spoon came out of that. So everything that we learned along the way, we put into there, and yeah, it's been great. It's been a good ride. Um, okay, I see Edvin. Hi, Edvin.
Hey Carrie, how are you?
Good. How are you? Here, sorry.
Doing good.
There we go. Hi.
Doing good. We just got back from one of our industry trade shows in Indianapolis, Do It Best True Value, which I'm sure maybe you or some of you in the chat have shopped at. We
Oh
just went
yeah.
to their 80th anniversary trade show, which honestly, Carrie, was insane. I mean, it was right in the heart of Indianapolis. I mean, during the same
Fun.
time, yeah, the Colts, I mean, it was their opening day on Sunday. So like it was like droves of blue. Wonder if there's anybody in the chat that's from Indianapolis, but they did played a great game. Yeah, so I just got back from that. Super exciting. Talked to a
Good.
lot of great gardening friends, a lot of people. So yeah, super excited to be here though. Talk about some fall gardening. I'm excited because it's honestly my favorite time, as you can see right behind. I mean, you get into the cool, spooky colors of fall, and I love it.
Yes. Yes. That's awesome. Yeah, well, thanks for joining. I'm so glad that you made it. I know I lost track of time too, and I didn't. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's 11:59. I have to run," and here we go. So
Yeah, can't miss this of our garden friends.
I know. This is like the highlight of the week, getting to chat with everybody. And yeah, like I said, I told them that last week we had so many questions whenever, so last week we were talking about everything to do in September, like everything you can do, and there's so many things, but we got stuck, I feel like, on the slide of berries, because everybody just had so many questions. And we did get a request from one of you that we do like an entire workshop dedicated on berries, so here we are. Here we are.
Yeah, honestly, and honestly, I don't know what it is, Carrie, but I mean, just speaking to some of you gardeners at these shows, everybody's interested in glowing blue, some type of berry, whether it be blue. I mean, I don't know. I've heard blueberry the most. Something about blueberries, and I mean, honestly, thinking about it, I guess it would be pretty cool to go outside and pick some fresh blueberries for a smoothie. I bet that'd be amazing.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, it would be. I love blueberries so much. And my kids all do too. So I'm sure that
That's that's
they
one of those that
always
probably
walk me
doesn't
through
make it
all of
in.
these berries. I agree. I think I really do. Especially, well, I have a kid at home sick from school today, so that's kind of why today I was kind of like off a little bit, but otherwise, I feel like I'm usually pretty good and on time, but
We're here.
yes. Woo! So awesome. Well, awesome. Paige, hopefully we can get you growing some berries because it is definitely one of my favorite things to do, for sure. Let's see. Let me get this all fixed up here. And I'm going to switch this over so that way whenever I pop up questions, it won't block you, Edvin. as much. As much at least.
I know. I'm honestly so excited to talk about berries. Like, I want to like start talking, but I know we always get stuck on some. So I'm trying to we'll try to get through it this time. And definitely, if you have any questions, put them up in the chat. As Carrie's going through, I'm reading them. So make sure you guys put them in and enter to win the giveaway as well, which Carrie's about to talk about.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, like Edvin was saying, this is super informal. We really just sit here and chat with you guys. We'll talk loosely about all of our berries, but also, like, if you guys have any questions, pop them in the chat. We'll pop them up too. But also, every time you guys pop into the chat and put in a comment or a question or anything like that, you get entered in to win our drawing that we're going to be doing at the very end of the giveaway or an end of the live stream. So we're going to be giving away a free 1 year premium Seed to Spoon app subscription. So that includes a whole lot of things, as I have listed right there. So many things. And then also smart pots too.
Yeah, Carrie, I want to go ahead and give away the things that are right behind me. So I'm gonna give away a 1 pack of three 15-gallon smart pots. So you're gonna be able to do all your spooky little arrangements in the smart pots,
Ooh.
or go ahead and plant some. I mean, you can plant a ton of garlic in there, or they're perfect for growing blueberries. I mean, if you guys struggle with growing blueberries, if any of you have tried growing them in the ground, it can be a little bit tough, especially if you haven't done any soil tests, which I know we'll get into later on. But in the smart pots, you're able to control the pH, have a little bit more acidity as berries will like, and we'll learn a little bit more about. So somebody lucky enough will be able to earn those three and free
That's
shipping
amazing.
from Seed to Spoon, Park
Yes.
Seed. So you're going to be able to order all. I don't know if you guys are sold out yet, but if you haven't tried, I mean, this one of the things I've been telling people, if you haven't gardened right now, I would try garlic. So I don't know if you guys are sold out yet, but definitely free
I think
shipping,
we still have
plus all the
some.
fun.
So
Okay, well there you go. One lucky person is going to be able to stock up.
yep, yep. And so many different berries. And right now, like I know they have a bunch of different berries too that you can plant out. A lot of them. Yes, absolutely. They for sure do. And there are so many unique ones too that I've found that I've grown before and I'm like, I've never tried this before. I have to try growing them. But yeah, they're so good. Yeah. Absolutely. I It's definitely something that is a really good saver too, like because truly like buying fresh, like organic berries at the store, so expensive.
You
So,
know, and honestly, I mean, I've heard, I mean, haven't dove really into it, but I've heard like the term organic has been changed so many times over the
oh
past few years. So
yeah,
it's like they're really just selling us on the word. So I mean, there's nothing better than just growing it at home and knowing exactly what you put in it. And plus the convenience of, I mean, as many as you need are just right in the back. I mean, once you actually get these berries, these um, bushes pretty much established, I mean, you're pretty much almost ever bearing every year. So
yes. Well, here, let me pop up this question from Jewel real quick. So, Jewel wants to know if you can grow berries in zone 7. And yes, absolutely. I am in zone 7 and I have all sorts of berries. They're probably one of my favorite things to grow. I mean, well, I say that a lot about a lot of things, I feel like, but truly, like, my berry plants are one of my favorites. I love them. I love them.
It just so happens that they're a slight shade of purple, huh?
Yeah. Yes, right? Yes. And so I do want to touch before we like get into like the nitty gritty of some of the other berry plants and things like that and how to's and all that. Just talk about why it's a great time to plant in the fall. Like, I mean, fall really is an amazing time to plant not just berries, but like a lot of different perennials and things like that too. Just because whenever you're going through and transplanting things, right now they're more focused on doing like root development and things like that rather than trying to bear fruit right away in the heat. So they're going to be healthier in the long run if you plant them in the fall because now they're more focused on roots and getting taken care of and all of that. Like, yes, they're doing great. So fall is always my very favorite time to plant like anything. Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
it's enjoyable. I mean, right now it's sitting at like 79 degrees at noon, which I mean, like 2 weeks ago would have been like 115. So it's just so nice. I mean, you can pretty much garden all day right now.
Oh
Pretty
my gosh,
nice.
yes. The temperatures are so good right now. It makes me want to be out in the garden all day long. Like
Yeah,
truly, like I need
honestly.
to be out there. It's so nice. I was actually telling Dale the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, it is just so beautiful. I was like, you're gonna get annoyed with me saying this over and over, but I'm gonna say this like at least once every hour about how amazing this weather is.
Look, in Oklahoma, we have learned to appreciate good weather when we have it. So I don't blame you.
Yes. Yes, for sure. Um, Deanna, I'm letting you know. I saw your comment. I'm starring it so we can come back to it, and I can pull up the app and show you here in just a little bit. Yes, yes, it definitely is amazing, and like I said, truly, like all of these plants just do so much better too because they're focused more on just taking care of themselves more than trying to produce fruit. So it's definitely great. Nice. She was saying she just came in from transplanting a bunch of fruit trees. It is the
Nice.
perfect
Ah,
time of year. It really is. Yeah.
I'm
Um,
jealous.
yeah. So, I mean, really, in this slide, I could have put like a picture of pretty much every berry if I wanted to, but truly, pretty much everything, like all berries that we're going to talk about today, will do amazing started in the fall. Now, with that being said, I know I have started some strawberries by seed before. I will say if you are starting strawberries from seed, that you may not want to have it going like outside right now. You can start them in the inside, which I do a lot of, but these are going to be more for transplanting berries. Even some of the bare roots and things like that will do really well. Um, so for those of you who don't know what all of these plants are over here, we have some goji berries, which are actually one of my personal favorites because
I've never
it's
tried them.
oh, Edvin, you need to come over and try some.
I know.
They're not producing right now, but next year. Um, goji berries are so good. They're so tiny. There's like super tiny, like miniature cherry tomatoes is what they look like. And they're like a cross between a tomato and a berry almost because they're not like extremely sweet, but they have almost that tomatoey like texture. Like it's very good, like perfect for a salad. It's
That's
like,
exactly what I was just about to say. That sounds like perfect for a
yes.
salad, honestly.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, you have to try that. Yeah, so goji berries, that was one of my unique finds that I found at a store one day. I was like, I wanted to give this a try. I've never tried it before. So, and that being said, too, like fall is a really good time to get some good deals on a lot of different berry transplants too, because a lot of the times, like nurseries, they don't want to have this stuff over the winter, so they're trying to get it knocked out too. Let's see. Yes. Yes, Robin, you definitely need to try growing them because they are so good. So good.
I see you have figs in there. You know, I don't know if you've known, but we have like a 10-year-old fig that we have sitting outside of the Smart Pot headquarters, and we literally purposely do not maintain it at all, and it's survived all the frost and like every single year. I mean, it looks like it's half dead, but it bears fruits, and you know, Kurt goes out there and he picks some figs, so you can
Yeah, I used
definitely
to have a fig tree at my last house. It was really nice. But I actually do not have figs in here on here.
interesting.
Did you
Oh,
look at the gooseberries and think that?
yes, I did look at the gooseberries and think that
Yep, yep. I
it
got
definitely looks
you.
like a fig. You did get me.
I got you. Yes. So the gooseberry, that's another one of the unique ones that again, I had never tried before. And I actually made a video like of me trying my very first gooseberry because I was interested to see like what it would taste like. And I made a video like while I tried it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually like super sweet. Like it was really good because people had always told me too that they're really tart. They're not great for eating,
Are
except
they
for
like
like
grape size or like how big are they?
yeah, they're like about
Interesting.
yay size, yeah. Little miniature grapes, maybe kind of. Yeah. But mine were like the little purpley ones. So I've been told like the color matters on them, like the and the varieties of them and all of that. So, but still, like I am a huge fan of gooseberries now because that was exciting. I had my very first gooseberry harvest this year, and it was amazing. Yes, awesome. Yeah, I
Cassandra's just got like we all need to get some pictures of Cassandra's garden because how that she's got some fruit trees and berries growing.
I know she's got a lot of great ones. Yeah. And great question here. Can goji berries be planted in smart pots? Absolutely. I have mine growing in I want to say it's either a 15, I think it's a 15 gallon that I have mine planted in. Um I have a goji berry and a gooseberry and all that. They're all like right next to each other, lined up in a couple smart pots, and they have handles on them so I can move them around if I want to or need to. And it works perfect. They're absolutely perfect for growing. Ooh, so goji berries that has never fruited. It's been 3 years, hasn't even budded. I would ask like if you have been fertilizing it as well too, because there are some there is actually I have a picture here coming up. Here, it might be on the next nope, the next one here. Here we go. We'll switch over really quick. So this fertilizer right here in the middle. It's probably my guess that maybe it just needs a little bit more love and try giving it some of this berry tone espoma fertilizer works amazing. I love espoma fertilizer because it's all natural, it's all organic, and it they have several different ones like based on what your plant actually is. So they have like the tomato tone, which works really good for those ones, but this berry tone one really works well for all of the berries that you're going to be planting out and transplanting and growing. So definitely try that. That would be my biggest advice is it probably just doesn't have quite everything that it needs in the soil right there. Um, so this is a great question here. Where do you get your starts from? So I mean, Park Seed has a lot of amazing berries too. But besides Park Seed, if I'm not getting them at Park Seed, um, like some of the unique ones, I think Park Seed actually has all of these now. Because I told them, I was like, hey, we need to get like, this is my favorite, you know. I'm pretty sure they have like most everything now. But if they don't, you can always go to your local nursery and all that. I always just buy anything. Either if I'm getting things online, I get it from Park Seed. If not, I just go to a local nursery around here and I can find pretty much everything that I need. Cool. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Jewel is saying, would you say that berries are beginner friendly? I'm just starting and don't want to overwhelm myself. Okay, I will say there are certain berries that are easier than others. So, and it also depends too on how fast you want your harvest, too. Um, Strawberries are very simple and they will give you a harvest like right away. If you get like bare roots or transplants, you'll get a harvest that year. Um, Also, I will say blackberries are definitely one of the easiest things that I have ever grown. I really just put some blackberries in the ground and they take over. They just grow everywhere. Those ones, those are two like very easy beginner friendly ones. I mean, not to say the other ones aren't. The other ones are definitely easy too, but sometimes like things can happen, you know. But those would be my two easiest, I think. I don't know, Edvin, what do you think?
You know, the tip that I was gonna give Jewel is to honestly just try it. I mean, there were so many things that I have that I mean, in the past year that I have never grown. I mean, I am not, I mean, I have, I'm not a master gardener horticulturist at all. But literally with the tips that Carrie gives on Tuesdays, and along with the, I mean, C2 Spoon Garden app, I mean, you can grow literally almost anything. Definitely just try it out. The worst thing could happen is, you know, it doesn't survive this year and you just try it again next year. So definitely just go out
Yeah.
there and just try it. Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the thing too, like a lot of these won't necessarily give you a harvest whenever you first plant them. It'll take them a year or so to, you know, get established. But planting them in the fall is amazing because you get them like almost like a head start. So then you do have a possibility of getting some harvest next year too because they're already established. Like those roots are going in, they're strong, you have less risk of transplant shocks and all of that. Like it really is the best time. So if you are wanting to try it now and get it in the ground and then see how it goes in the spring. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. I love this. So I did not realize how far and fast blackberries run. Tips on how to contain it. Okay. I wish I had a picture that I could pull up right now of our old house because we didn't know either whenever we first started. Because we actually just planted a blackberry along our fence. And we were like, okay, it'll just, you know, hang out over here and give us some blackberries. It'll be really cool. And then, oh my gosh, within like a year or two, it was like taking over the entire fence. We actually, so what we did here, I can show you kind of, we have, let's see if I can show any pictures. Okay, so in the very front of this picture, if you can kind of see how we have a cattle panel on its side, braced up against a T-post. So we actually, and actually you can kind of see the blackberry here. I'm like right here. It's like right here. Where if you can see me, it's like right here is the blackberry bush. It's like right there where
Oh
my
yeah, yes, yeah, uh-huh.
but we ended up just putting some of these cattle panels along the side back there and trying to keep it contained. So yeah, and it also helped too because it gave it something else to trellis up against. And it, I mean, yeah, it ended up literally taking over that entire fence area. But what I did, like, I just put up a couple like of those cattle panels and T-posts along that fence line so that way it wouldn't travel past like into the actual garden itself and it would stay along those lines up there, but it would be somewhat contained. So hopefully, maybe something like that would help you a little bit too.
I wanted to put up this tip from Leslie because I
Yes.
know I've learned this tip from places just like this. Because I mean, who would have thought, right? At the beginning is water your plants in the winter, but yeah, definitely don't forget to water your plants in the winter if it's dry, especially places here like in Oklahoma, Zone 7. I mean, some of our winters can be super dry or they can be super wet sometimes. So definitely don't forget to go, you know, in the back there, stick a, you know, your fingers down there, or you know, use one of the hydrometers to figure out if you need to water your plants. Definitely, it's a great tip to remember. And
Yes,
your compost too.
absolutely.
If you have compost, don't forget to water your compost and
Yes.
turn your compost. It's a quick tip on that.
Yes, absolutely. Great question here. So if you do start strawberries from seed, when do you put them outside? So for me, I would put them outside probably in the spring, unless they are already grown, like in and look like good little transplants for you to do right now. But if you are like starting them like right now, I would start them inside and then transplant them in the spring, is what I would do. And absolutely. So Denise was asking, is fall a good time to clip strawberry runners and root them and transplant them outside? Absolutely, for sure. This is the perfect time to be doing that. Um, and we'll talk a little bit about it too. So you can kind of see in this picture. I tried to get this picture so you can kind of see what like a little runner is. And I have another picture in the next one too. But a lot of times, like your strawberry plants are going to keep going for you. It's amazing. Like they will just bear more plants for you. And it's pretty much exponential. I gave Edvin like an entire flat of strawberries because we had so many strawberry plants, like new ones that had started. It was awesome.
I don't know if I
um,
told you, but my parents actually came in that weekend, and I gave it to them, and I actually need to follow up on them. But do you like your strawberry patch that you had was like, I mean, it like literally looked like, I mean, just like, I mean, almost like a lawn basically of just strawberries.
Oh yeah, I know. I couldn't find like a brand new pic because I was like trying to pull pictures right before this, but I had. Let me see if I can find. Oh, here we go. I mean,
Yes.
so this is where I had them, and you can actually kind of see too, like in the mulch to the right of it, you see where there's a few little strawberry plants. So that's what was happening. These runners from the strawberries were dipping down and rooting into the mulch right there. So and becoming new plants, which is awesome. So I just took those right there from the mulch because we don't want them in the walkway. And I put them into little pots. And then we took a whole bunch. We actually planted a bunch into one of our green
Oh,
stalks
that's
out here.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah. We
And
had
then
a
that
whole
makes like
bunch.
harvesting easy because I mean you can see them from far
Yes.
from bases far away.
Yeah, so I had enough just from that to do like all of this. Like it was amazing. It was amazing. And then I also planted out a smart pot that with extra strawberries that I had from those runners, which is so funny. Like the amount of free
You know,
plants I feel like it
I
is.
know people have been asking, if you're in an area that gets like up in the north that gets like super hard, I mean snow and freezes. This is a great one, I mean, to do in like hanging baskets, strawberries. And when you're gonna get that super hard frost, bring them inside, just keep them in your garage, and you can overwinter them and then just have them back out in spring. And your strawberry, you can literally have strawberries forever.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. I actually just saw this question too from Paige. I was like, "Wow, that's a good good answer." Then I unintentionally answered your question already. So yes, absolutely, strawberries do amazing in green stalks. That's I have an entire green stalk just filled with strawberries, as you saw. So
Carrie, can you pull up the app? Can you do that?
yes, yeah, I can.
We have a question from Leslie. So, what is a PHS strawberry plant? And I thought that's a perfect question
Oh
for Growbot.
yeah, here we go. Oop, it's not here. Here we go. Hold on. Screen share.
Also, just a quick note: the mums have started
It's
to hit
fine.
the stores, and I mean, it's just our favorite to try to go and find, scout out all the favorite colors of all the mums. It's that time of year.
Not sure why it's not showing. It's supposed to be showing. It says it's showing.
Huh.
Let me try it again. Weird. It's saying that I'm showing it, but it's not there. I'm sorry. But I can pop up. I can ask it here really quick. I'm going to Growbot. pH for strawberry plants.
Yes.
Here, I hit stop sharing and then I'm going to just try to reshare and see if maybe that works.
There we go.
That worked? Okay, cool.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. So it says strawberry plants prefer slightly acidic soil with a pH range of 5.5 to 6.5. So not quite as low as blueberries, but definitely on the lower side too. So to
Yeah.
get to this, and anybody can do this, anybody can go down here to Growbot and ask a text question, even if you don't have a premium Seed to Spoon subscription or anything like that, you still get 3 free questions a day. So you can pop in here and ask as many questions as you want to if you're premium. So, and send pictures, which is awesome.
That is super helpful, honestly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All the time. Um, Here, I wanted to pop this question up too. Can you grow berries in a container? And I thought this would be a great Edvin question.
Were you able to pull up the picture? I don't want to ruin that.
Yes. Here, let me. Where did you say you put them?
In the design. Is it not where you're supposed to put them?
I don't
Well,
see
okay.
them in here. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna see what happens when I do this.
Mm. Oh, I see them. I see them. Yes. So that's underneath the background.
And I just ruined the background. Okay, but long answer, short answer, yes, you are able to grow berries in containers. If you're not familiar with Owasso Blueberry Tree Farm, they're actually a pick your own berry here in Owasso, Oklahoma, and they grow blueberries in 100-gallon smart pots, and they overwinter them every single year, and they offer berries to pick. So you actually are able to grow berries in containers. We
Oh
like
yeah,
to recommend like Carrie was saying, 15-gallon smart pots. You're actually able, just like we were just talking about pH, you're actually able to contain the pH a lot easier. So something like this
yeah,
Espoma organic soil acidifier, instead of just spreading that over the ground and kind of just working its way, I mean, away from your plant, you're able to contain it all. All the nutrients will be uptaken by the blueberry. And it also makes it a lot easier. Like you people up where it snows a lot, you actually can bring that in your garage. And that actually makes it to where, in places where you're not able to have those berries because it might freeze a little too much, you can actually have them and bring them out in the spring, overwinter them in the garage. It's just it's a lot easier to grow these types of
absolutely.
berries in containers.
Well, and I always recommend to people too, like, I don't think that I would grow blueberries except in a smart pot because of the soil requirements, how it's so different than like my native soil here. I I need to do that. It just I have way more control over the soil, makes it so much easier. And like you said, like if I did need to move it, I can easily just move it to where it needs to go. But like here in zone 7 too, like I just let them be. I don't really do anything to any of my plants and I just kind of let them chill. And I did see like Lakita here was asking, should I be bringing the strawberries inside? Um, for me, I mean, obviously, you see, I have strawberries everywhere, so it would like take over my house if I did that. But I really just let them go. I mean, they're going to die back, but they will come back in the spring, and they should be fine. So, things that you will want to do though is to try to mulch as much as you can, if possible. Like if you have any sort of especially if you get like too cold. You definitely want to try to insulate them as much as possible. And that goes for any berry too, in the ground or in a pot. So you want to just try to give them a little bit of insulation.
Yeah, and I know somebody like Harry was saying, in his area, blackberries can be invasive.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people who are lucky enough to have those types of conditions, but if you are, then I mean, you're just super lucky to just be able to just have these things just growing wild. I mean,
Oh
lucky
yes.
you.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. So this is a good call out too. So what soil are people using to grow blueberries? So honestly, I'm not super particular about the base of the soil. Because I use different things. Sometimes I get like a potting mix. Sometimes I get I make my own too. So I've done like the Mel's mix, which is 1/3 compost, 1/3 coconut coir, and 1/3 vermiculite. And I mix all that together. But the difference with blueberries is that you definitely do need more acidic soil. And that's where this Espoma soil acidifier comes in. Like I definitely I always use that every time I'm going and planting out um, any blueberries ever. I am always using this. And they have instructions on the back of this bag of how much exactly to add. It's been a couple years for me since I've planted out a blueberry now, but um, So I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I mean, it tells you what to do on the back. It has really good instructions there. Um, this is a good call out too. So, this berry tone right here is amazing fertilizer. So whenever I go through and fertilize berries, I really only do it maybe once a year, and that's usually in the springtime. Sometimes I'll do it in the fall, but you want to be careful not to over fertilize in the fall too, just because they're not going to be putting a lot of work into producing in the fall. They're really just going to be hibernating, just kind of chilling. And then, but the, but yeah, definitely in the springtime, give it a little bit of fertilizer for sure. And then if you notice having issues like throughout the year, I mean, give some more, but typically I just do it in the spring. Um, Good call. So I will say most all berries are going to do best with sunlight. Um,
I mean, I
yeah,
think that picture you showed us, I mean, it was, I mean, full sun, I think it looked like, and that's pretty much what it
yeah.
looked like it liked.
Yes. Yeah, and I know that a lot of people like I will say technically I have grown strawberries not in full sun before and they've done okay. I won't get quite as big of a harvest as if they are in the full sun, but they will definitely do a lot better if they have a lot of sun. And then so again, I know we kind of already talked a little bit about mulching too. And actually, I think we kind of skipped over a lot of this over here, didn't we? Transplanting. We kind of skipped over that. We'll take a step back real quick because we started talking about fertilizing real quick. But typically, whenever I am planting, I add in the soil acidifier, especially if I'm doing something like blueberries. But I also do a little bit of the fertilizer into the hole as well, whether it be in a container or in the ground. I add a little bit of that espoma fertilizer too. And then whenever, like, if you're transplanting, if you have like the pot, you just want to make sure not to bury it any deeper than the level of the soil was before. So and if you are doing like I know we were talking a little bit about strawberry shoots from before, so they have like that little crown that's in there. Just want to make sure not to bury that too. So that's going to be like right above the ground, right above the soil level.
Yeah, and I mean, people are asking, I asked a lot of questions on the pH. There are, I mean, pH meters. I'm not sure if you guys have them on the Seed Spoon app, but they're very inexpensive these days. That is kind of an all like sure, I mean, foolproof way to kind of check at your pH level. Is a
For
pH
sure.
meter. And if you really are scared about, your soil conditions, just hit up your local ag extension, or there's a lot of, soil services online that'll just test it inexpensively. Just send a test in, and then that'll pretty much give you the right parameters or let you know, oh, you have a soil test kit right there. I mean, that'll be able to tell you exactly what you need to add, or if you just need to, do a different soil. So I know there was somebody saying they've had theirs for 3 years. Definitely run a soil test. That kind of will tell you everything you need to know about what you need to add for your berry.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jackie was asking here too. So when I get some Parks Whopper strawberries, which I will say those are amazing strawberries, so you're gonna love them. They actually give like really large compared to the other homegrown strawberries. Like I will say, I've definitely seen store bought strawberries larger, but they don't have the flavor. But the Park Swapper strawberries are actually like on the larger side too with the flavor. It's awesome. So yes, it's amazing. But yes, you're gonna love them. Yes, definitely do keep the soil moist, but make sure it's not like sitting in water. So yes, definitely keep them moist while they are trying to get established and bearing their roots and all of that too. But you don't want to keep them like too wet too, because you do want the roots to try to expand to go out into the soil as well too. So there's kind of like a fine line, I know, but yes, don't let it go completely dry.
That's one thing I was going to point out. I mean, berries I feel like are like a long-term project. I mean, if this is
Yes.
some if you're a person who likes long-term projects like this, I mean, you're definitely not gonna fruit on the first year. I mean, they're pretty skinny. I mean, they come I mean, you might see like one or two berries on there, but to really get fruit, it's gonna be, I mean, a couple years down the road. So it's definitely a really, really fun project. You almost get to, baby it up until the point where you're having, fresh blueberry smoothies. I mean, I think that they're just super fun. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I will say, I mean, strawberries do go pretty fast too,
Oh,
though.
sorry, I meant berries. I mean,
But
strawberries, yes,
but the
definitely
other
you'll be
berries,
able.
yes. Some I have had strawberry plants. Now, if I start from seed, I'm not going to get it right away. But if I start like strawberry bare roots or transplants, like usually that year I get a little bit of a harvest. Not as much as the next year. The next year they will simply explode for you, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, this is Todd. He said he started with 2 strawberry plants, now he's got 17 in 1 season.
That's amazing. Yeah, I know. Strawberries are incredible. So, yeah, like down here in the bottom, you can kind of see like this is where you have like the strawberry, the crown is at the very bottom, and then you have like two runners right there going off on that strawberry plant. So, yeah, if you want more strawberry plants, awesome. Let those go and let them produce more strawberry plants for you. Now, if you want, like, if you don't want any more, if you're already short on space and you want just larger strawberries, just go in and prune those off whenever you see those come up. And then that way they'll put more energy into making the berries instead of trying to make more plants and all of that. So,
Or just give them to your friends like Carrie did.
yes, exactly. I'm always like, the more the merrier. And then I can share the wealth with somebody else, right? And yes, so I always do recommend mulching as well. Like it's definitely something that'll really help to just making sure that they will last through the winter, especially if you're somewhere where it gets really cold. But and here in zone 7, like I'm typically not too worried about a lot of mine. Like I know they're going to do good. So
And I know you did just touch on this, but I know there's a lot of beginners on here and people interested. So I'm going to bring up Donna's plants question one more time. Are starters easier than bare roots, or are they the same?
truly for me, it's the same. There's not really a lot of extra work that goes into bare roots, and they're a lot cheaper generally too. I typically will always recommend going with bare roots unless you are like crunched for time or you want to get a harvest faster. Um, but even things though with like strawberries, I was amazed. I was always scared to get the strawberry bare roots because I was like, oh, that's going to take forever. And I tried them. I mean, it's been a couple years now, but I was so surprised when I transplanted them out. Within like a few weeks, they looked like regular transplants that I would have bought at the local nursery, but they were like half the price. So I will always recommend bare roots. It really it's gonna do they're gonna do great for you, and it'll save you money.
Julie asked, do we have to cut back the blueberry bush? If we do, exactly about when? So I'm assuming she's got hers. I mean, just like how you had yours kind of going everywhere.
I had a blackberry. She asked about blueberry, right?
Yes.
Okay. When to cut back blueberry plants? Okay, so it pulls up in Oklahoma City because it's local, but it's going to say late winter to early spring, just before new growth starts. So usually February to early March. Pruning at this time helps maintain the health and productivity of the shrubs by removing just the dead or damaged wood. This encourages new growth. Yeah, so be sure to complete it before the buds begin to swell, which makes sense.
You start bare roots inside.
Oh no, you don't have to. I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't have to for sure. I start a lot of my bare roots, especially like my strawberries that I got and a lot of my transplant like I just plant them directly into the smart pot that they're going into or the raised bed or wherever it is that I'm going to. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to unless you want to. So that way you can give them a little extra care and just keep looking at them.
And Andrea had a question about moving them. I want to take them with me. So I'm assuming that'd probably be around the same time, ideally, as pruning them.
Yeah, so yeah, she was saying too, like she wants to know if we can transplant blueberries that are like 10 years old
Oh
because she
yeah.
wants to take them with her. So if these are in the ground, that is going to be challenging. I mean, of course, I'm going to say try it, especially if you're moving. Um, but make sure you dig a very large hole around it because I'm guessing that those roots have gone pretty far in 10 years. So I would definitely look at that. Let's see. I guess we have so many questions. I know we're kind of all over the place. So I'm trying to answer as many of your guys' questions as we can. This is a great question. So, how to care for your strawberry plant during the winter? I know we pulled up. What was it, Leslie? That said, make sure that you don't forget to water over the winter. But that's really it. Like you don't have to do much at all, which is amazing. So yes, don't forget about them. Don't let them go completely dry. You don't have to water nearly as much in the winter, of course. But you will want to make sure you give them a little bit of water, but you don't have to do much of anything at all. You can almost forget that you have strawberries out there.
Did you put this one up? If you could order blueberries on or berries on from the app?
Absolutely. So there is a new update out that hopefully it should be out now. If it's not, check for the update in the App Store. But Parkseed got a new website. So right now, at least for the current time, we're sending people to the Parkseed website right here. But if you are a yearly subscriber that you get free shipping, you will automatically get it. So you won't have to email me for a code anymore or anything like that. Just use your same email
Nice.
for your Seed to Spoon account whenever you check out, and it automatically pops it right there. So it super easy. But yes, you don't have to do any of that. But yes, there's definitely berries. You can still like create your cart and stuff like that. Like and look around in here. But yeah, they have all sorts of different berries and things like that you can get.
Jackie asked, when will I be able to order some Park Whopper strawberries off the Seed to Spoon app?
So let's see. I'm not sure when they will deliver. Let's see, Whopper. Sorry, oh, they're right there. Let's see if they are ready to go. Oh no. Yep. I'll look into it. Send me an email, Jackie. Here, let me pull up my email here real quick. If I can find it. Right here. Send me an email, Jackie, and just to remind me, and I'll message them and ask them about the Parks Whopper strawberries because surely they let's see. Yeah, surely soon. If not now. I don't know. Yeah, send me an email. I will reach out to them after this and find out for you.
Sue was asking about what size smart pots for blueberries. Had no luck in raised beds. Sue, I would definitely recommend at least a 15-gallon. 20-gallon is also an ideal size. That way you're not, if something goes wrong, you're not losing out too much. But if you go too small, you might have to water and fertilize a lot more than you would in a 15-gallon. I wish I could make the pictures work, but like I said, Owasso Blueberry Farm, they actually have 100 gallons worth of. Let me see if I can make it work. They have 100-gallon smart pots that grow one single berry bush, and that's for obviously for production scale. Let me see if that works. I don't know if they put it in there. Oh, there we go. So these are 65 gallon, and then they shift them up to 100 gallon. But as you can see, this was about 4 or 5 years ago. They've just grown and massed a lot more now. But yeah, you can definitely see how they use the size of the smart pot, and that's because of the fertilization and the acidity that they have to maintain for these. If they weren't for the smart pots, based because of their soil conditions naturally, they actually wouldn't be able to do this type of production. So thanks to the smart pots, they can. So definitely all of you guys asking if you can do blueberries and smart pots, you 100% can. So definitely just go ahead, try it out.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And I wanted to pull this up, Jackie. So the update just went out. So it may not be to all phones yet. So in the meantime, though, if you do want to place an order and you're a yearly subscriber, just send me an email, and I'll send you a code that you need to use for it. And then we'll get you fixed up. Don't worry. But it is coming soon, and we're trying to make it better and better and better. But as of right now, that was the fastest fix that we could do. But I think it'll be great because then you can shop all on the Park Seed website and have all of that and automatically get your free shipping too. So I think that'll be great.
I think this is funny. Meanwhile, we're all trying to grow our own blueberries, in places we're not supposed to. Wickshire Project, meanwhile, has got birds dropping them all over, and he's trying to get rid of them off of his
Oh
homestead. So
no. Oh yeah, because they're the thorned ones. Ooh, yes. Those are I will recommend if you guys do get like blackberries, please get the thornless varieties, especially if you have kids or anything like that. And just for your hands too, for the sake of your hands, going through and harvesting all of that. If you have a bunch of thorns on there, you have to be like looking out for them. And oh man, makes it so much easier if you have a thornless variety. And there's a lot of them out there. So definitely get one of those. Okay. I had several questions here that let's see. I think we popped a lot of these up, or somebody asked a version of this that we popped up. Um, there's lots about container growing, and yeah, okay, cool. Yes, you definitely need to use rose gloves if you have anything that has thorns on it, for sure. Yeah. Awesome. So if you guys have any other questions out there, ooh, okay, yes, this is a good call. Hundreds of spiders. Ooh, yeah. I see. I didn't have that issue, at least with my blackberries. I don't know. We did have, I will say, we did have some of those really fun spiders that would have like the amazing like webs and all of that, like in between. They was made it fun, but they're not doing anything. I love it. Okay, everybody's welcome here. It sounds like go take them all. Love it. Awesome. Well, so I'm going to run the giveaway because we are going to be giving away a free 1 year premium Seed to Spoon app subscription. Woohoo! So if you don't already have it, you get free shipping on all of your orders. You get to send pictures up to Growbot for like plant identification, pest identification, or just, I have an issue. What's going on? And it'll help you with everything there. You can create as many gardens as you want to as well. Yeah, so many benefits and smart pots too.
Y- Yep, and literally every single question that Carrie answered today, you can ask Grobot, and he'll probably give you more information than you ever needed to know. But it's all super, super helpful, and it'll get you definitely through the beginning stages. And if anything comes up, which I know blueberries and other types of berries are prone to it, sometimes your leaf, change color. Sometimes you got some spots on it, and you want to make sure you identify what's going on right away. Just take snap a picture, and Grobot, will identify it. It's just super, super amazing the power that he has in helping us in the garden.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would not have made it through so many different things without it, and I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. Here, real quick before we do this, let me pull this up. So Julie was asking about how to protect the berries in smart pots from cold winters. So it depends on how cold your winter is going to be, but honestly, like here in zone 7, I will mulch it and leave it be. Um, Now I get that not everywhere is as, I mean, I say mild, but we do get some pretty extreme weather sometimes. But some places like there are extreme weathers. So if you can bring it up to a place where it has a little bit of protection against maybe the wind as well, or if they're grouped together too, that will help to insulate the sides a little bit. I've done things like that as well, like just moving it simply against the house so it doesn't get quite as much like cold air and things like that.
Yeah, this is a more recent picture of Owasso, and you can kind of see at the very left at the top, they definitely do mulch their smart pots. And when I wish I had another picture, but when it gets super down below, they actually also mulch the sides of the smart pots, and that also helps maintain some of the moisture. Also,
Mhm.
keep in mind the intimate contact. If you notice how they're just sitting directly on the ground, believe it or not, that actually helps regulate the temperature. So when you get the super crispy nights, the ground is actually a little bit warmer than the cold air. So keep in mind and where you are, where your smart pot is. If you're on the cement can sometimes get a little bit more colder than the
Yes.
ground. So if you have that ability, just keep them on the grass, and if you really need to. Mulch them all the way up around the pots. There's nothing it's not gonna hurt the smart pots, but definitely mulch, like Carrie said. That's just a great tip.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I mean, these are movable too. So if you want to move them, like I said, against the house or just together in like a big pile together almost, so they're clumped together, safety in numbers against the weather, right? Also, like, I mean, if you have a garage, like pop them in the garage too for the winter. You can do that too if you're going to have like some intense weather. Like if you're like way up north, like you could definitely consider doing something like that too. So, yeah.
Yeah, Jesse had a question here about finding out what zone he's in. Jesse, download the Seed to Spoon app. I know when you set up your account, it's going to ask you for your zip code, and you're going to put your zip code in, and the app is
It
going to
actually doesn't even,
triangulate.
yeah, it actually
Oh,
doesn't even require you putting in a zip code or anything. Like all you need to do is just say, yes, you can use my location and it will pull the closest weather station from you. So all dates, everything's calculated out for you.
yeah,
Yeah, so you don't have to do anything. But if you don't want it to have your location, you can still. Here, I'll show you real quick. If you want to say no, like which I understand too, if you don't want to do that, but over here, you can. So location, you can go down here and just choose a location on the map too, and just go somewhere else if you want to. That's where I am right there. So if you want to go like anywhere else, like you can, yeah, you can move it around. You can make it wider when you're on the phone. It's difficult to do on the computer, but yeah. So there's all of that. You can change it up if you want to.
yeah. I mean, at that point, that pretty much turns your Seed to Spoon app on your phone into your own personal garden help desk. I mean, all the information that'll present, the pests, the when to plant, it'll be all customized to that location that you chose. It's almost like having like a little Pokédex in your hand for gardening. So it's amazing.
I did see this. How about chill hours? So let me pull that up super quick too. Right here, there's this weather tab. If you tap on there, it'll show you like the time below 50 and the time over 90, which is kind of important for different things that you're going to be growing as well. You'll get alerts if you have like a frost coming up. Like there'll be like a banner up here that says, hey, you have an imminent frost, or you have a frost predicted in so and so days, or same as like in you have a heat wave coming, like things like that. Like it'll have like a little banner up here just warning you about your location, like the weather going on. Okay, I did want to go ahead and pull up too. So we made it. We went right up to time here. Okay, so we do have a winner here. Did that, if I can pull it up. Okay, congratulations to Leslie Roberts. Congratulations. Send us an email at info@seedtospoon.net and we will get you hooked up with your free 1-year premium Seed to Spoon app subscription along with the amazing set of smart pots too.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Ooh. I know. That's awesome. So, yay. So, send us an email and we'll get y'all hooked up. But yeah, this was a great one. You guys had so many great questions, and if you guys have any questions afterwards, please feel free to reach out to me, or you can pop them into the comment section of this video, because this video goes and gets posted to YouTube as well. So you guys can watch it after the fact, or you can pop in another comment in there if you guys have any questions, and I'll try and get back to you in there too. So awesome. Well, congratulations, Leslie. And yay. And we will see you all next week. So, next week, I do these every single Tuesday at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and always hanging out and chatting something gardening. And we're always doing a fun giveaway too. So,
I know
hopefully,
we
you all
love
can.
giving stuff away.
Yeah, it makes it fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will see you next week, same time, same place, hopefully. Thank you all, everybody, for joining. See you next time.
Bye.